honored guest. How do we pick a topic for a speech? Has anyone ever struggled with that? You're looking for topic number 2 or number 3, and you look and you think, oh my gosh, what am I going to speak about? What I want to address first, actually, is why your topic is so important. Because I think if you look at why the topic's so important, it kind of takes care of how to pick the right topic. So let's talk for a moment about why we work so hard to pick the very best topic possible. I think first, most of us want to engage the audience during our speech. We want to know that when we're talking, we can see people relating, or perhaps just nodding, or laughing, or whatever, because when the audience is engaged, you think, okay, I got it. So you think in terms of, let me pick a topic that will engage them. The second thing that we want to do when we're giving a speech is we want to somehow touch the audience emotionally. And you touch the audience emotionally by having them relate to what you're saying. You know, when an audience can sit there and think in terms of, wow, you know, like I remember that exact same thing happening to me, like Rudy. You know, as you're giving your speech on the lawnmower, Rudy's just thinking about his lawnmower deal with his dad, and suddenly he remembers that speech because he connected with it emotionally because of something that happened. Or when Michelle gave her speech on babysitting, I just kept thinking, oh my gosh, what a great speech, but more importantly, I never really looked at babysitting like that. And so you can really take any topic that there is, but if it's presented properly, again, the audience is touched emotionally in some way, they walk away with a message with them, whether it's a humorous one or a memory, something like that. So we want to engage them, we want them to be touched emotionally. But what's the number 3, what's the other reason that we want to have the right topic? Because we want to give a great speech, okay? Who's kidding who? We want to be able to be up here and know that everybody up there is enjoying it, laughing. And so again, we tend to think of what's the topic that people will like. And we know when we're good, don't we? You see, there's times when you give a speech and you're just sitting there going at the end, oh, I was good today. You gotta walk off the stage, you're like, I got it. And I don't know about you, but there's times when I give a presentation that I know I gave a good presentation, but for whatever reason, it wasn't my best. So again, if we pick a topic that's timely and that really works, then all of those things can be accomplished. So how do we pick the best topic, or how do you pick the best topic for your upcoming speeches? Well, you know, Toastmasters is brilliant because Toastmasters actually knows the answer to that, and whether you've thought about it or not, it's actually laid out in your first 10 speeches. Think about it. You're all working on your speeches. There's only one speech that Toastmasters tells you what to speak about. In 9 of the speeches, they tell you what to work on. So there's only one speech that we are told what to speak about. What is that speech? Speech number 1. It is our icebreaker speech. Why is it that they have you speak about you in speech number 1?
Probably break the ice.
You break the ice, you know you. It is what we can talk about the easiest. See, they know that if you're going to learn how to improve your speaking skills, that the easiest way to get you in front of the group is have you talk about what you can talk about the easiest, and that is you. And then every other speech after that, it's called, let's start to develop your skills. But what I've learned is that when you talk about you, your hobbies, your family, your trips, your passions, or your interest, you will always deliver a better speech. Last week I was training a new speaker for our company. She's all excited. It's her first training gig per se. We told her just take notes, you don't have to do anything. But she was just antsy to get up, and she said, can I just do something? And I said, sure. I said, what do you like? Look at everything we've got to do today, and I want you to pick the one thing that you're most comfortable speaking about. And so she picked the one thing that she was really comfortable speaking about, and she was ready. She spent 3 hours getting ready to do a 15-minute presentation, which was great. And the funny thing that happened was she dashed up there, and she felt confident getting in front of the group, and that's because she was talking about something she was comfortable with. Now, was she still nervous when she got there? It was so funny because afterwards she said, she goes, oh my gosh. She goes, I got up in front of the group and I felt so confident getting up there because I knew exactly what I was going to say. And I suddenly realized that I had no idea how to get started. And she said, and then my heart started racing, I'm sweating, and my knees were knocking, and she said, and I was just thinking, oh my gosh, I must be sounding terrible. Well, she didn't sound terrible.